Alright, it's time for the 2023 year in review. Okay, so I wanted to go through all of my art that I made this year and probably also the last year because I wanted to see my progress so far. So I don't know if anyone does these kinds of videos on YouTube because I have never seen them. I know people like do their old reacting to my old art videos, but I don't know if they do year-end reviews, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so let's go. Anyways, okay, I'll briefly go through 2022. Okay, so 2022 was pretty good because it was much better than the previous years because I finally left my shitty job because I was frustrated by it, and I started pursuing my dream of becoming an independent artist and an illustrator. So here are some of the artworks that I did in 2022. Like at first I began with these sketches, then I started doing color studies because my color was shit. It is shit even now because color is very difficult to master. And then I started with portraits. Then I expanded my horizons to environments and putting characters into environments, which is pretty tedious to do and pretty difficult to do, and it takes a lot of time to make these big illustrations. Okay, so one of my favorite pieces are this one, the Suicune one and the Mewtwo one, and this was my first commission last year, which I got like $42 or $45 for. Okay, and these are some of the portraits. One of my favorite is this one. You can see that I was copying kind of like the Sam Does Arts art style, but then I moved on to other stuff in 2023. Anyways, moving on to 2023. Okay, so in 2023 I made a resolution that I wanted to draw Pokemon stuff more and more fan art stuff because that sells and that generates more likes and views. So I began with drawing Pokemon stuff. So I had this idea that I would draw an illustration for every starter family or every Pokemon family. Okay, so I was greatly inspired by Louis and her art in 2023. So if you don't know who Louis is, she's like probably the god tier character of all. Not character, god tier artist of all. Sorry, I play too many games. I'm sorry, Louis, that I called you a character, game character. Okay, so here is Louis. You can see she has a lot of movement in her art, and I'll link her in the description so you can check it out. As you can see, since I was inspired by Louis, there are a lot of lines and a lot of color vibration going on, color vibration stuff, since I was also inspired by Marco Bucci, and he is still an inspiration because his color theories and color game is like unreal. Anyway, so this one turned out pretty good because and these are like very difficult to draw because you have to put the character in the environment properly, or you have to know the perspective of everything, so otherwise it gets all tedious and stuff. So this one was pretty good. Okay, moving on to the next one. This one was like a mess. I don't like this because this is like an example of over rendering and over thinking and all that shit. I didn't have experience at that time, and I was like switching styles. Even now I switch a lot of styles, and it has low contrast because I wanted to have that cloudy feel, like in the morning, like everything where everything is foggy and stuff. Okay, so yeah, so that is why it's bad. I don't know, it's bad, but whatever. Anyways, moving on to the next one. So here I got inspired just before doing this illustration, like maybe 1 or 2 months before. I got inspired by Kan Liu, one of my favorite artists. He's a Chinese artist, and his color game is like really good, like really good. I really like his stuff. Like you can see over here, perspective stuff, his color stuff. Look at this, man. Look at it. Look at how simple it is. Like it's only two shades of light and dark, and that's it. He only works in 2 shades. So that is why I liked his stuff. His stuff is simple, okay, and his colors are so vibrant and so down to earth and so rooted in realism. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean by simplicity. Look at this roof. It's all gray, but what makes it a roof is these small shades of darker color that he has applied. So you don't have to go and do all these details, all these extra roof tiles. You just put some of these roof tiles, you just indicate some of these roof tiles, so the viewer knows that it's a roof. Okay, and look at these lanterns. They are like literally 2 colors, no extra color. Okay, so that is what I call by simplicity. Okay, even in this character, so it's like the skin is just 2 colors. One is dark, one is light, and this is like ambient light, but that is like not even apparent. Okay, so that is what I mean by simplicity. And look at his shapes. Okay, even his shapes are like too strong. Look at this bird over here, bird shape. Okay, this is like too good. He draws with hard brushes. So if you go to his YouTube channel, he has like couple of videos, and one of his videos he is like drawing everything with hard brushes. So I like his style, and that gives you more control over your colors and your shapes. And so I implemented his style in my drawings, and now I draw everything with hard brushes. Okay, moving on to my painting. So this one was pretty good. So I think the sky needs to be simpler because there is a lot of noise in the sky still, and the water could be even more simpler. Still too much noise, but other than that, the shapes of these characters is like pretty good. I love that. So this one was like one of my favorite ones, and even the values in this one is like pretty good. If you see the grayscale, so the values hold up pretty good. Okay, moving on to the next one. This one I wanted to go to that ambient light or that cloudy light again, and it didn't turn out pretty good again. Okay, and then I realized that I have to use references because I was drawing everything from most of these things from memory. Like I wasn't making use of references completely. I realized that the hard way. Okay, so whatever, but all in all it's pretty good. I kind of like it. Okay, moving on, then I was playing Tears of the Kingdom. Zelda got released, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom got released, and the whole internet was hooked to Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, so I decided to make this fun artwork. So yeah, this was pretty fun. This has like too much texture in this. Like there is like too much stuff going on in this, and it took me a lot of time, but this turned out pretty good. Still think the character value is like pretty light. It could have been dark and it could have had more contrast, but all in all it's pretty good. I don't really mind. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, this one is probably one of my favorites because I kind of like messed up the faces, but mess up the face style, but this one is like pretty good. So these are like Link's costume in the game. The Zonai dragon costumes, I think they are called, as I don't remember their name exactly. You can see the proper ambient light or the cloudy foggy light thing over here, and the value is also pretty good. So I was learning at that. Okay, so anyways, moving on to the next one. This one is probably one of my hardest ones because I never did a hard surface illustration or drawing before, and that is my weakness. I'm like very not proficient in drawing robots and all that mechanical things, and they have a lot of detail, and I don't like doing that. All right, very few people like doing that. Okay, so you should understand that. I'm sorry, but this was a commission, and the guy told me that I don't have any robot drawing in my portfolio, so he asked if I could do that, and I said yes, I could definitely do that. It will be worth a try. So I took his commission. So he said, if you can draw a whole body, I will pay you whatever you want. I was like, fine man, whatever, I will do it. I'll show you and I'll do it, and I did it. Okay, so I put up a sketch so detailed that it like blew my mind. It got me frustrated like too much. Okay, but I finally did it. I started coloring and I finally did it. Somehow it took me like 6 days. This one took me like 3 days, and then the next couple of days for like small touches and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but this one was a pretty good experience, and I'm glad that I did this, because other than this one, I do not have any robot drawings or hard surface drawings in my portfolio. And this is also not a complete robot drawing, which I plan to do that after in the upcoming how to draw robots and mechs tutorial. But yeah, this one was pretty good. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I got paid like a hefty salary, a hefty commission for it. Okay, this one I did recently on Clip Studio Paint, because I wanted to try Clip Studio Paint, and I was still simplifying color. So until this commission, I wasn't simplifying color, but whatever. So in this one, I wanted to go with that Spider-Man-esque Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse art style, kind of more. So here you can see all these halftone brushes and halftone textures and the prominent outline of things. Okay, so I'm still simplifying stuff even as we speak right now. Even in this illustration, I have simplified a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is just one color for the background, for example, and the whole Mewtwo character is just 2 colors. One is light and the other one is dark, and everything else is either ambient occlusion or ambient light. Okay, so always remember to have only 2 values when you're painting, because if there is like more than 2 values while you're painting, then the whole painting falls apart. Okay, so always remember that. Okay, so yeah, this one turned out pretty good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really like this setting, because Mewtwo is born and then he blows up the lab. You know the whole story of Mewtwo. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite ones so far. Okay, moving on. Recently I did this too, this one, and it turned out pretty good, if I say so myself. Okay, I wanted to test how much I can simplify, how much I can go far in terms of simplification, in terms of how much I can draw graphically. It's not graphic design, it's not a graphic painting or a graphic drawing. It's in between painterly and graphic styles. Okay, so and that is my whole thing. That is what I wanted. So look at this shape, look at all these shapes. Okay, everything. I found the secret, kind of like found a secret or Pandora's box to painting very fast and very effectively and very nicely. Okay, so this one is pretty good. Look at this neck shape. That's it. That's it. And this one is pretty fast. The style is pretty fast. This took me like an hour or something, maybe half an hour or something, I don't remember. And then I moved on to simplify even more. I was experimenting with lines, okay, with outlines. Okay, even the colors are more kind of like vibrant. So I want to take this style even further in my art journey, and I want to apply this style into big illustrations like this. So that would be my goal for 2024. And I also want to grow up on YouTube. So thank you for supporting me, thank you for watching my videos. So I hope that I am somewhat entertaining for you guys. Yeah, so the resolution for 2024 would be to one, grow up on YouTube, and second one, make good illustrations, make big illustrations fast, because I found a style that works for me, and I urge you to find a style for yourself also, because that is your voice where in this big world. Okay, your style is your identity. So, okay, so yeah, find your stuff, find your voice, and maybe I have some more resolutions for 2024. I don't know, I haven't thought about it, but the main ones are, yeah, I want to grow up on YouTube, and I want to make big illustrations like this. That's it. End of video. Why are you still here? Get out! Start drawing, or this man will come and eat all your drawings. Okay, anyways, goodbye. Peace.